This is the Deep Dive from Global Heroes, where positive stories get the spotlight they deserve. Stay inspired by signing up for our newsletter and following us at Global Heroes across social media.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's jump in. Today, we're going to dive deep into a place that might actually surprise you. It's a town in British Columbia, Canada called Hope.
Right, Hope, BC. You might know it maybe as a highway stop. It's right there at the junction of the Fraser and Coquihalla Rivers.
Ah,
Beautiful mountain setting.
exactly. But the material we've got for this deep dive, it shows Hope has this, well, really vibrant identity. It's way more than just a pretty stopover.
Yeah, it really does.
So our mission today is to kind of unpack why Hope is known as the chainsaw carving capital and, what else is going on in this community based on the sources we have.
And what jumps out right away from the sources is how this one very specific art form really defines the town, chainsaw carving.
Yeah, it's not just some art, it's specifically that. And we're not talking just a couple of pieces either, are we? The sources mention like over 80 carvings around town.
80. Yeah, the scale is pretty remarkable, just dotted all over the place.
And the subjects they carve are interesting too. You've got the local wildlife, right? Bears, eagles, makes sense for BC.
Totally. But then the sources also show human figures. There are cyclists, prospectors, and then the really unique ones, characters from First Blood.
That's the bit that's kind of wild, isn't it? John Rambo and Sheriff Teasle carved out of wood because, well, a lot of that movie was actually filmed right there.
Yeah, they've literally carved their Hollywood connection into the town's landscape. It's quite a story.
And this whole carving focus, it builds up to this big event the sources highlight, right? The biennial chainsaw carving event.
Exactly. This sounds like the main event. It's held downtown in Memorial Park, and it brings in carvers from all over the world, real masters of the craft.
World-class talent, yeah. The sources say this year it's August 14th to 17th.
And get this, it's free to attend, so you can just go and watch these artists work.
Which must be amazing, transforming these huge logs with a chainsaw. I mean, it's not what you usually think of as an art tool.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Seeing that skill up close, you could almost think of them as like heroes of their craft, right?
Mm.
Showing incredible mastery.
Yeah, totally. And the sources mention these speed carving auctions too, where you can bid on pieces they make really quickly.
So it's interactive too. You can actually take a piece home.
Okay, so the carving is obviously huge, but Hope isn't just about the chainsaws, according to the sources. There's more to the area.
Right. The carving event itself even has like local food vendors, other artists selling their stuff. So you get a broader taste of the local scene right there.
And outside the event, the sources mention places like Sharon's Deli, Stallone's Kitchen Plus Bar. Sounds like a mix of local spots and, the usual chains too.
Yeah, a bit of everything. And then there's the whole outdoor adventure side of things. The sources talk about whitewater rafting nearby on the Nahatlatch River.
Oh, wow. And mountain biking too. They even mention a new trail opening soon, a black diamond one called First Blood. Tying it all together again.
It keeps coming back to the movie, yeah. And the Othello tunnels, those are reopening this summer, apparently. Stunning place. Plus Manning Park for hiking, Hell's Gate air trim. Lots to do outdoors.
Definitely sounds like an adventure hub. And what about the history? The sources touched on that too.
Yeah, there's a lot there. Rich indigenous history, places like Tukwihum Village and Sojo.Liku Adventure Park that offer insights.
Important history. And also the Tashme Museum, which covers the Japanese-Canadian internment, and the Yale Historic Site nearby.
Right, so it's a place with, really deep and complex layers of history, not just the carving or the movie stuff.
And for art lovers, beyond the chainsaws.
Well, the sources mention the Hope Arts Gallery and local gift shops, too, showcasing other artisans from the region.
Okay, so putting it all together, the sources paint Hope as, more than just that highway town. It's got this really unique identity built around an unexpected art form.
Born from its landscape, its history, maybe even that brush with Hollywood.
Right, and all set against this backdrop of serious natural beauty and deeper history.
So whether you're super into chainsaw carving or just curious, it seems like Hope offers something, well, different.
Definitely. And if this deep dive has got you interested, you should mark your calendar for that free 2025 chainsaw carving event. Sounds like quite the spectacle.
Yeah. And, it makes you think, doesn't it, about how creativity and community spirit can pop up in unexpected ways. Using tools you wouldn't expect, like a chainsaw, to create something recognized worldwide.
These carvers mastering that difficult tool to make art, it really fits that local hero idea in a way. Quietly, skillfully making their mark.
Absolutely. It challenges your idea of where you might find world-class artistry.
Definitely gives you something to mull over. So if you want to find out more about visiting Hope, finding a place to stay, or just getting details on the event and everything else.
The sources recommend checking out tourismhtc.ca, that's the main tourism site, and also look for At Hope Chainsaw Carving on Facebook.
Good tips. Sounds like a fascinating place.
For sure. Well worth looking into. Thanks for diving deeper with us. For more inspiring stories, subscribe to the Global Heroes newsletter, follow us on social, and stream It's a Beautiful World on Prime Video.